Olivet, the warning thundered, judgment gathered in the air. O Jerusalem, Jerusalem, you who slew the prophets sent, now the days of vengeance found you, full to the brim of covenant. When the armies drew around you, when the standard scarred the sky, those who heard were told to flee then, not to linger, not ask why.
Pray your flights be not in winter, nor upon the Sabbath day, for the hour long sealed in prophecy
now had come and would not stay. Brother turned against his brother, factions rose against the weak. Storehouses were burned in madness, blood and famine filled the streets. Mothers wept and children languished, silver bought no crumb of bread. All the city groaned in terror, till the living envied dead. Fall, fall, oh city of blood, your pride is broken in the flame. Of stone, none can overturn his name. Temple gold and marble shining soon would melt and run like rain. What he spoke upon the hillside now resounded through the slain. Roman eagles ring the city, iron discipline and fire, battering ram speed at the gateways. Every stroke climbed higher and higher. Inside walls, the zealots rage still, civil war on holy ground, as if wrath from outside waiting needed madness from within. The courts once filled with prayer and incense now were choked with ash and cries. Priest and rebels, rich and beggar, all beheld the same red skies. Sword and famine, flame and terror, all the covenant curses poured. Every street became a witness to the judgment of Yahweh's word. The glory had departed,
the glory had departed,
the sentence had gone forth,
the sentence had gone forth.
the age of shadowed copies,
The age of shadow copies
was brought to nothing on the earth. No council could reverse it,
no strong man hold it back,
no strong man hold it back.
the word of the Most High
Came thundering on its track. Then the holy courts were trampled, then the sacred bounds were crossed. Where the high priest once came trembling, now lay heaps of human loss. Where atonement once was fear, there where impurity meant death. Corpses filled the inner places, blood and smoke in every breath.
On the 9th of Aviv, kindled fire consumed the seed of rain. Gold ran down between the stones, their soldiers pried them stone from stone. Not one stone upon another, just as promised from the high. Temple, altar, courts and chambers fell beneath avenging might.
Follow city of blood, your pride is broken in the flame. Follow mountain of stone, none can overturn his name. Marble, cedar, veil and altar, all were swept into the grave. Yet the word of Yahweh stands forever, mighty still to judge and save. Yet the war was not completed when the temple courts fell down. All Judea still was bleeding under Rome's relentless crown. From the city's smoking ruin to the desert's farther wall, the hand of judgment still was moving, and it had not spent its all. Not one stone upon sentence thundered on. Jerusalem had drunk the fury, yet the greater war went on. From the ashes and the horror, from the house consumed and torn, came the end of one age dying, and the next age being born. The city fell, but not the strongholds, not the last defiant wall. Still the mountains hid the remnant, still the sword moved over all. Jotapata cried in memory, countless ruins stained the land. Tarichea, fire and slaughter, all collapsed beneath Rome's hand. Herodium bowed in silence, Machaerus wore the chain. Every refuge built by mortals could not turn the word again. Caves and heights and desert fastness, fortress, canyon, tower and gate, all would learn, no wall could hide them when Yahweh had sealed their fate. From the valley to the highlands, from the city to the waste, every boast of earthly power met the sentence, none escaped. What was written must be answered, what was spoken must be done. Judgment would not cease its marching till the war was fully won. Break, break, oh refuge of man, your walls are dust before his breath. Break, break, oh fortress of pride, no stone can bargain now with death. What survived the fire of Zion would not withstand Yahweh's decree. All the land would learn his sentence, all the hills his victory. Then the final heights were circled, Masada rose against the end. Rock and wall and desert vastness could not break the judgment sent. When the last proud refuge faltered, when resistance reached its grave, every tower built by rebels proved too weak a thing to save.
The veil was torn before the burning.
The greater priesthood had begun.
The earthly copy lost its standing.
Before the reign of heaven's Son,
The former order passed in fire.
as the prophets long had said,
The house once made with human hands
now lay numbered with the dead. No third house was ever promised, no command to build again. Living stones became the temple of the kingdom come to pass. What was carnal fell in terror, what was promised stood revealed. Throne and kingdom, priest and scepter, all by righteous judgment sealed.
Then the age of iron ended. Then the crushing stone had struck. Then the sun received dominion. No one could shake and none could pluck.
By the close of war and was veiled from eyes. Rise, rise, O kingdom of light, though men deny your reign today. Rise, rise, O throne of the King, no lie of man can take it away. What was built was never broken, though its memory they defamed. Buried deep beneath their falsehood, still the kingdom stands unchanged. Not one stone upon another, yet the living word endured. Fire consumed the fading order, but the everlasting stood. From the smoke of desolation, from the fall of shrine and wall, rose the temple built anew, Yahweh's kingdom over all, of living stones like me and you.